Welcome on back, everybody. Give me gear. Another episode with more Xenoblade Chronicles free on the Nintendo Switch. Welcome to it. So last time, because we go solving the problem of what just happened in Colony Iota, so we just go ahead and talk to one of each people just to go and get things setting up and well prepared, and we just go ahead and talk to the site just to get things operational and well prepared for something that appeared to happen, just so that we get things setting up so that we see nothing is going on, but nothing but any other issue or anything like that. But you know what? We're ready to go and get a move out. So you know what? I'm gonna just stick around to play it as Mio for today, because it's been quite a while, because we didn't plan on playing her for a very long time. So talking to the Thorbin, a commander assured I've been starting to spend a fair bit of the time away from a Colony Iota lately. Worried if a colony won't hold up? Nah, nothing like that. It's our job to support the commander here after all. It's a wonder he's able to carry out his own duties on top of all the Cortesi's calls. We got to try and be more considerate and don't want to wear him out there any more than he already is. Do we still not know that the calls behind the auto labs are going nuts? They say everyone at the engineering is looking into it. Yeah? Well, I wonder what they'll find out. Okay, it's the one that's called Auto Lab Situation.
My plumage is everywhere.
Alright, so let's go close this. And we got here, if it's a no pun that we got. Oh, actually, no, that's Kitty. So I thought that's. Sorry, I may be blind. I thought it's going to look like a no pun, but this is some human being. Thankfully, helping us to discover the other labs. I'll have them up and running in no time. Oh, yeah? You think that you can pinpoint the problem? Sure thing. I am a colony technologist after all. I figured it out just as you wait. Auto labs really are indispensable for Lambda, so I'm itching to get to work. Alright then. Anyway, let's go and check in somewhere down here. Yeah, so there's some guy that we gotta go talk to, and his name is Wisby. The canteens are ready for use now, thanks to all of you. I'm glad to hear that. Good thing that we got a decent food supply. The location's not too bad either. But the good food is sure to boost the morale, as you lots are sure to grab a bite there while you're here. Sure thing. Well, you know what? I really think we should go ahead and interact.
I've been craving something.
Alright, so let's see what's on the menu. So we go to order food. So now we get here the one that's called a red fish grill wrap. So go ahead and experience more points to boost up to 20%. So that requires the sum to 1,000 G. So that can't be too much money. Okay, well I see that everybody enjoying their finest meal.
Back in action.
That's good to see.
Hey Manana, this one's for you.
Now let's go over to discuss and see what we gotta be doing. So there are only like 2 of these standard quests that we gotta get done here. So let's see now. Now I really think we should go ahead and get the one that's called. Hold on a minute. So there's another standard quest that we have already triggered. So if we go on ahead and press on X, go to the quest. So the one that says the lost Offseer. So it says here, Lambda's Offseer seem to have gone to the forest region through the tunnels, but the no search party have been sent out. And light of this, go look for him instead. Okay, now we should probably go and activate that quest and begin. So we go to the characters, go to accessory. So we have here this new accessory called the golden anklet, which I have not officially tried out for each characters. So I rather prefer that we see which we can go and equip to each character. So now what about the golden anklet again? So increases the blowdown resistance by 40% points. Oh, interesting. Okay, you know what? Well, no clue if each characters are going to. Oh, actually, hold on. Now, I do think that Senna should go and get the golden anklet. We should definitely try one. Alright, and let's go and move out of here. And also, you know what? I think we were supposed to go to map. Okay, so which way is it? Okay, so it's back somewhere to the forest region. Okay, so let's work somewhere at the Zems Crossway. So we get there much smoother, but a lot faster that way. Well, it's a step up to the progress because somehow we just gotta stay on top of everything because there's more to it, but just to accomplish more of your establishment achievement to figure out whichever landmarks you're going. So here we are now, back at the Eagles Wilderness. So we'll hide the objective away and go talk to Shijima. What are you doing here? That's our line, surely. You're the one who decided to up and run all out of the blue. You made Moraine very worried. She's been trying really hard to get a hold of you. Moraine? Alright, I should have been clearer. Should have told her to stay at home and leave me be. It's crazy to come out here alone, mate. You know what my goal in life was? Live to my homecoming, have a peaceful death. Yeah, cool biscuit, but that's no excuse to go charging off without saying a word to anyone who you know what I'm saying. Do you think they have given me permission to leave it if I had? Heading into the castle alone was the only way. I still think that you could have discussed it. It was a Marina first. She's your colleague. She really is worried sick about you. I was thinking that if I die out here, then at least I'd be alone. I suppose it wasn't really fair to Marine. So come home. There's still time before you to talk this out. Yeah, I know. Okay, enough. I can't go any further alone anyway. I better go apologize to her. I mean, yeah, you should. That's a good thing. Well, it's a good way that you go and apologize to Marine. I mean, she's one of her. She's like one of the students that he need to keep a close eye out for. I mean, let's go to map. And let's see, where do we want to go warp next? Okay, so right down south. Okay, well, the same thing. I mean, we just go warp somewhere back at here. Yeah, so that's where we need to go. Noah, over there. Are those Aionis soldiers? This is bad. That's where Marines is. Let's hurry. Okay, so now we have to start this fight. So we just encountered here is one of these Aionis vanguards that need to be cleared. So I'll go ahead and place the power ring there so that everybody can go and increase up their arc. So these guys are level 29, so they should be super easy to kill. So let's just give it a stop, and let's go look forward to this. So it felt like that we gotta complete each and one of these colonies and every other chapter we've beaten, because there's like a lot to do here because just to complete all of each people's quests. Phew, I guess that we dodged a bullet there. Where did they come crawling out from anyhow? Scratch that, where Moraine. Is she hiding? Did she run? It doesn't look like she was attacked. Let's just search the area. Okay, well, let's do. Anyway, let's just go ahead and sightseeing the search party to find her. So, where exactly are we looking at here? So, the objective is asking that we have to find and speak to Marine. Alright, well, I don't think she's hiding in one of these bosses. That's a silly question. So, she's somewhere in this spot. So we can't go leaving this place. So we have to stay where this giant circle is. So let's go find her. And let's just see where she's hiding. Okay, now there she is. That's where she's hiding. Marine! Oh! She looks fine. I hit her as soon as I saw those soldiers coming. I'm not that much for fighting. Glad to hear it. You came back. Yeah, I think of this a lot. If I was alone, who knows what would become of me? I'm not sure what you were hoping to achieve by going to the castle in the first place. Aiming for the impossible is a likely to the ending by the way you hope it will. Huh? I think that you should go home and talk about what happened next. Miranda was worried about you, and the least that you could do is to respect those feelings. I know, Miranda. I'm sorry. It's okay. Let's go home. Everyone to know things are hard for you. Thanks, and thank you too. Okay, well that's gonna be quick and easy. So we got that quick completed with the say Shijima Homecoming was on the horizon. Although he lost his goal in life, he decided for now to return to Colony Lambda for Maraine's sake. Alright then.
So that's how they
Now we just got this a 2-star accomplished. Now if we go to map. Oh, actually no. I think we should go back. Yeah, not quite sure if there are gonna be any of those standard quests available around here in this whole map. I mean, we just gotta stay on test here because there's more that we gotta establish. So let's see where we need to be going now. Well, I don't know. It's the back of the ATL region, I hope. So I think we should wreck the shore back of the ATL region. So no, that's at the Gamma. That's the back of Colony 9. And this one. Okay, you know what? I think we need to be back somewhere at the Forest region, I hope. But wait a minute, there is another standard quest coming somewhere down south from here. So we should go and investigate that. So let's go ahead and see what the situation is. So there's like a lot of standard quests that we had to finish on doing. So without further ado, let's go on ahead and check what's down south from here. And let's go look forward to this. So there's like a lot of these standard quests that we had to 100% complete around here because there's more to it, but just to get as a praise and more rewards for a better experience. I mean, we get more stronger while we adventure out and just doing things what need to be done around here. So I suggest that we go and pick up what's sparkling on the floor. So whatever we got something sparkling, so it's something that's called the Eye Pointy Shard. Okay, now take a look at what's up these mountain cliffs. Now it's a high risky jump there, which I can't tell how to reach up high to the mountain. So there's a limited chance to like getting your way through whenever you reach to higher places to other above surfaces. Now where exactly are we trying to go? I'm so curious here because there's a whole lot of rocks blocking the way, which I can't figure out how to get up to. So let's think this through. Now, is there another way up there? I really think we should start up by this rock cliff over here. I'm not sure. I mean, let's go see. Okay, what's up with all of these rock cliffs? I mean, like, come on, dude. Okay, well, there's just a lot of mountains. I'm not sure we're capable of reaching to height. Okay, so you know what? I really think we should start somewhere steep. Okay, so these enemies can't mess with us. So they're on level 42, so let's just ignore them. So now we knew because they were not going to challenge us. So we knew it was too strong. Alright, well that's a good thing. I mean, they just don't want, they don't like fighting that because there are weak opponents. So, whatever is coming from the smoke. So that one over there is a supply container. Okay, well that's something we need to go and investigate. So let's go ahead and take a close look at it. So let's take a gander.
Are we lucky or what?
Okay, so what do the people want with the supply drop? Okay, so go do your thing. Sooner you finish, the sooner we go home. There's nothing stopping you from helping too, Captain. Oh, is that what you want? Is that what I give me strength? But you're a temper of force parts of safety. How can you be so? Hey, what's going on? We will look at the pickup of the supply drop. Look like you beat us to it. Oh, we knew it's a fall here. My iris that gives good forecast on pretty much anything. You know, like meeting you again here like this. Is it was it meant to be? Excuse me? You need to have a handle on what each colony has in its possession. And what is requested from the castle. Take into account how hot the fighting is in each region. Learn the lay of the land, and you can infer the good drop-off points. You're very well informed. Our intelligence is unmatched. I find that somewhat hard to believe. Look like we got ourselves a doubter. They'll come around Gruff. Gruff? We got a few other drop-off points on our radar. At the free heroes of Pika and number month. Pick your poison. And why the snubber do we had to go around running your arrange for? It's attempted. I have a plan to verify the accuracy of Colony Iota's information anyway. Are you out of your mind? Hey, we're not strapped for resources. Just to bring back what you find to the colony, and that'll be swell. As you can see, he's lacking motivation at the moment. Pissing about the light visit as a temp termer, he's setting a terrible example to the new recruits. Hey, if there ever was a better time for me to piss about is now. It's just a click of one day. Suddenly started to wonder if this is really how I want to go out, you know? I see. Okay, so what does Philly want? He wants to challenge his potential. He wants to have more fun. I mean, he could just have more fun. You wanted to have more fun, is that it? Bingo, you get me, Mio. Are you free later? We should talk more one-on-one. Oh, absolutely not. That's not that kind of fun, dude. Not that kind of fun. Too bad you aren't free later, Captain, because you're busy. Aren't you? Oof, Caspar is right there in the gut. Okay, so we get here's another supply drop falling from the sky. Well, we can barely hear a little of its ground shaking there. They really landed after the drop points. Well, report to Colony Iota when we're done. Apologies for everything, and thank you for this. Okay, so here's a new standard quest coming out, which is called Infinite. Okay, so it says finite time. Okay, now let's accept that.
We've made some new friends.
So we have to search for free hero Pete supplies and number mon supplies. Okay.
Oh, so that's how they do it.
So we got a lot to get searching. So let's go to map and let's get searching around here. So it gotta be somewhere at the west. So that's somewhere back at Colony Iota. Okay, so whatever we're going, I do recall correctly. So it's somewhere down further. So it's around this corner, I think. So we go ahead and look at this map right at the chart. I mean, there's more places to go around here because we had to figure out which is stoop to our level, whatever places we go and reach to. I mean, we just go ahead and follow to where the orange trail is. So let's go follow it. And let's go, hold on. So we got here the new info coming up. So how are we getting through resources so quickly? We need to hurry up with the resupply. Our allies and troops are in a tougher spot right now. Okay, so one that's called goods and storage.
So this is the illustrious Commander Alexandria's colony.
Okay, so we took a little of his voice actor. We're at 20% of our remaining stock. Okay, so, well, that's it. But so there's no time like the present. I mean, we could just keep on stepping into it. So we're gonna step into the progress of reaching up foot to whatever place we go. So here we are now, the Free Heroes Peak. So that's a new landmark. So we should probably go and investigate the cause of what's going on up there. So let's keep pushing this way. Alright, well, it's not too far to get in the higher places to whatever we reach to. I mean, it's more than a little time to get there much quicker that way. So we don't mind fighting all of these spiders. So the container is locked. I mean, why would a container be locked? What the heck? That's odd. Okay, you know what? We'll come back to that later. I mean, why would everything be locked? So hold on, could these worker irrational have the key? Let's figure it out. I mean, one of these Arachno had the key somewhere. I mean, they probably ate it. Okay, well, let's go and take these goons out. Okay, so we'll just go with the Vortex just in case. Okay, so each character just go and lock with one break. Okay, well, one break we had to do. So, do one of them have the key somewhere? Okay, let's go open it now.
Okay, let's get it.
Okay, so it's just gonna be me and Lens. Okay, so now you don't want to go ahead and dish out because you had to like pay attention because these enemies might as well have the key somewhere. So that's just something that we saw already. So that's it. So we're finally done. So it's a mission accomplished. So we can go talk to the Philly. All right. So now he's somewhere down this hill. So we go downhill and speak to him. Alright, so we just go ahead and follow this orange trail to whatever it takes us. So, let's just get to stepping along to the progress of what we need to be doing. Alright, so we keep going down further. Go around here. So I think this is where we go talk to Philly. Alright, now let's go have a talk. Hope you give us a long-standing quest, though. So you hand over the extra provisions. Right, I think that we're good here. Satisfied that we're as good as we say. Now, Scruff, I have a name. Take care of the Commander Tyon. Afraid I won't be able to grace you with my presence anymore. Your time's up? I did think it was odd. It's not just about the time you got left. You mean to leave it, don't you? Yeesh, you're just too perceptive, Commander. You got me. What? I hadn't heard anything about this. Yeah, I just made up my mind. Figure I'd try Colony 30. Bet that there's never a dull moment with all those no-pawns around. I want to the party like a pawn at least once before I go. Thanks for the inspiration, Mio. Is a visit such a good idea? Is you leave now? It means goodbye once and for all. But you're going to leave anyway. Look, Colony Iota is a fantastic. Really, you value in a reward hard work. But you know what? Maybe I'm the person who should have judged the value of my life. Well, color me speechless. You'll be okay, Lassie. I know it'll be tougher without me, but you'll survive. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Is a better way to offer for you? Be honest now. I always suspected, but now I know for certain a captain is an imbecile. Ouch, if that cuts a deep, man. Not that you're wrong. I'll take over your duties. You go ahead and live out your days in the way you want to. Keep smiling to the end. Yeah, I think I can manage that, mate. Well, I'm going to head off before things get depressing. Take care. Thank you, Philly, for everything. Okay, such a good moment there. Such a good moment. Alright, well, that was pretty quick, though. So, we got one of this quest, which wasn't too long to finish. So, it says Philly headed out for a new horizon to live life as he sees fit. Alexandra concealed her sadness as she bid him farewell.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
Okay, so we are increasing down the affinity of our flame clock, so just so that we get it to freestart to restore world peace to the east colonies. I mean, so if we go ahead and talk to Chickadee with a star on it. Colony Iota puts a lot of energy into food and medical care. It was one of the damsels and initiatives, very sensible as staying fit and healthy is vital for keeping up morale. I'm doing all I can to make sure our troops are in top condition. One of the lieutenant's many important duties. Okay, so next character that we gotta go talk to is named Riza. People lie. Sorry, didn't quite catch that. Everyone hides feelings. Take care of them, Alex. Okay then. Will do. So let's go ahead and settle down at the canteen and see what we gotta go and discuss. So we got something new coming up. So the one that's called goods in storage. So let's go get that done.
Shall we put our heads together on this?
Colony Iota storehouse is going to be in trouble pretty soon. Indeed, more people rely on their resources than ever and we're burning their through them rapidly. Do you think that we given out too much? I think that's even without the fact that they need to start considering what they will do to the next time a resupply that doesn't arrive on schedule. You don't have to worry about it. I'm the one who asked you to do this. And it's not for the first time that we've been short on supplies. You can't afford to be so glib. If it's causing a strain on the colony, you should re-examine your procedures. We could help out with some short-term resupply runs. It's the least that we could do after all the taking that we've been doing. In that case, I'll take you up on your offer. As you know, the storehouse is at Shala's domains. Let's talk to her first. She probably already got some ideas, and if you work together, you can be more efficient. Okay, so it's the one that's called Scant Supplies. Okay, well, we can go in and shut that off and go moving back. So we're gonna press on B again, and we are gonna find some girl named Chalice. So hold on a minute. Now there's another new info coming up for Caspar. So we go have a talk. I don't suppose that you've seen the Salazar around anywhere, have you? And she's a bit weird. Thoughts a bit funny. Doesn't ring a bell. Has something that happened to her? She's a kind of after you. Sorry, no sorry. Explain. Right, then let me start from the beginning. The colony set up a research team to look into energy. Once of the researcher is a Salazar who's become aware of your particular power. She's talking about building some kind of Ouroboros cylinder to get that energy into usable form. Sounds useful. And it sounds like she decided, well, make a good test subject. Sounds dangerous. It does seem quite dangerous, yeah. She's not a bad person, she's just a very pushy when it comes to this sort of thing. My advice to you is to give a research lab a wide berth just to be safe. Thanks for the warning. Well, keep it in mind. Okay, so something that's called Ouroboros research.
I see.
So talking to Caspar again, Edna's castle is liberated at last. We clear away the old and refresh the buzz of the new are poking up through the soil, and that's what it feels like. But the new era that the damn Alice had dreamed of is just around the corner. Okay, well that's something we need to get done on doing. Now let's go ahead and settle down the canteen and we go interact and go ahead and discuss something very important. So there's something that's called Ouroboros research. So let's go get that done.
So,
what kind of experiments is this a person wanted to do on us exactly? Well, what are you scared? Well, but what if they catch us? What would they do? Then don't they get caught? You know who the enemy is. The researcher was called Salazar, wasn't she? According to her catchboard, she seemed to spend most of her time at the research lab close by the northern gate. It's that the rumors are anything to go by, nothing good will come associated with her. I suggest that we adopt a policy of active avoidance. Makes sense. I'd rather not to end up a test subject either. Let's do what we can to stay far away from Colony Iota northern gate. Okay, so we get no experience points for this. So let's go press on B.
let's be off.
And let's go over to quest. So it says here, due to splitting the other colonies, lots of supplies, the colony Iota itself is running short. See if you can help them out with that. Okay, so the reward we get here is colony Iota goods. But only 15 of each? Oh, but dang, alright. You know what? Sign me up. We should go and get that much. We should get more where that came from. Well, don't get me wrong. I mean, I just looking forward to seeing what we get something good in Colony Iota. Well, that's more than we can take. So let's go to destination map. And it's somewhere at the hidden stack. So let's go up there. And we, okay, well, well, Chile, it was close by. So it's the hidden statue where which we already unlocked. So it's going to take us some time till it arrives. I thought that it might. Well, just to add to the stress of the shortfall out the food rationing. So that is you're low on supplies that we can help. If we all work together, we'll get it done in no time. All of you. We talked to Alexandra about it, and she told us to ask you. This is something you already are prepared for, though, isn't it? Could you bring us up to speed on the situation? Okay, I get what's going on. As you have seen, we're sending out the best of the best from mine and Ryza squad. And if they come back, they're expected to bring in a good haul. And the fact I'm projecting will be up to the 70% of capacity. 70%, not bad. You say if they come back. So all of these are big plans are really just optimism, aren't they? Very perceptive. 2 of our units are sent on the mission that have got a bit stuck. They seem to have encountered a colony of squadpasses. Squadpasses? Do you think they're migrating? Given our info on their numbers and range, I say you're right. A suboptimal situation. Can someone explain this migration thing? The monster go on a big journey. If a monster population increases for whatever reason, then they'll go roaming in search of new feeding grounds. And if you bump into them, they'll be on you like that. They're all so starving that to them, you're just a big walking meatball. Let me guess, the units of that word attack were carrying food. Yep, the smell must have attracted them. How can you be so calm about this? If you don't get the help to them soon, they'll plan to survive contact with the enemy. So I want them to get themselves out of this. This experience will be valuable for them as individuals. You're of the opinion that the too much help will rob them of their capacity for personal growth? I am. Well, it will still be worthwhile to keep an eye on the situation without helping too much, wouldn't it? If you weren't even a little worried, you wouldn't have told us what was going on. Well, I don't know how to answer that. I think I understand. I know how you feel and what you want your legacy to be. Cozalie unit is stuck in Dena Desert and Thorbin is in Ribby Flat. They'll be pretty laden down, so you'll know them when you see them. Okay, well, check on them without coddling them. And we'll keep everyone safe, and the supplies too. You're doing me a huge favor. Yeah, well, we're just doing the right thing. That's what we gotta do, is just to keep helping people. So we have to... So we have to complete any of one of the objectives. So we have to search for Cozalie squad at the Dena Desert and Thorbin squad at the Ribby Flat. So without further ado, let's go ahead and work to other places wherever we go. So I reckon that we start somewhere far up at the north, somewhere at the Zoras, and we go landmark. So I think that this go get us very much faster whenever we see at the progress. So let's head straight this way, and we push onward up this trail. So it's 300 miles away, and it's so far to get to. So let's go ahead and speed up the progress of where we need to be going. But it's a lot faster that way. I mean, we get there much quicker that way. So let's go ahead and hide the objective, and let's push onward this way. Okay, well, there's no time like the present as. I mean, we just go ahead and search this area, what's coming from the north. So here we are now in Dena Desert. I mean, this is where we go and find this character named Cozalie. Okay, so let's go ahead and steep up to these rocks, and let's go and check on him, or her. I mean, okay, so she's he or she is fighting off alone. I cannot tell if Cozalie is a male or female. They just won't quit. Okay, well, definitely she is a female. We could have used the supplies as a distraction. No can do. That's our absolute last resort. Give me 3 minutes then. Oh wait, that's Cozalie. Okay, well, it's not the Cozalie that is in the Aionis outfit. Are you? Shall we buy you some time? Please do. Okay, well, let's go have some fun with it. So there's only like 3 of Odena squad pods that we had to go clear. So let's go ahead and place a ring there. Okay, so very good with the break and topple. So hold on, I got the daze, so let's go use it. Okay, well, it's too soon to go use daze because nobody else want to go use it right now. Okay, well, that felt kind of awkward, but then because I just missed my chance to go in and just place a mile the screen at this enemy. Okay, now my chance I can go use daze. So we just go skill it with daze, and now we're down to the last count to finish off this score pot. So we already knew because they're going to draw something good right out of the spare part. Okay, I think we got it. So that's all 3 of the squad pots removed. Everything's working as normal. Repairs all done? Yep, thanks for your help. We're going to be a little delayed, but we'll get back to the colony. But there are still squad pots. Not to worry, we're taking a different route. Our plan is to take a path that another units that are already confirmed it's clear. You're so chirpy about it. Does this happen often? Well, it's the first time I run into a monster migration, but there's always something popping up. You get used to it after a while. You got to be especially calm in the command when the things aren't going according to plan. We have been looking into Chalice for that all this time. And I just thought that this time we had to fill that role. Okay, what with the shake? Cozalie's a tapper to take over from Chalice when the times come. That's why we got this mission and why we had to get supplies that attracted so much attention. There's a little bit of not wanting to be overtaken by Thorbin too. What are you talking about? It's nothing to do with him. I'm sure Chalice knows how you really feel. Keep up the good work. Will do, and thanks.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
Okay, so next one, let's go and warp to here. So this is at the line Nodwar camp. Is how I'm saying that word. I'm not entirely sure if I'm good at pronouncing that. I'm sorry. So I'm pretty sure it's somewhere back at the Ribby Flat. It's where we are. Okay, I'm gonna just say Ribby Flat is in case I don't get the rest of the name, but what it says in the Ribby Flats.
Are they fighting each other? Rude.
Okay, well let's go ahead and talk to Thorbin. Hello, yes, excuse me. If this is Thorbin, a unit of Colony Iota, verily I declare it so. And as for Thorbin, why am I he? We heard you've been attacked by a squad posse, so we just came to see how you were doing. The enemy had been soundly defeated, as you can see. Alas, however, as you can also see, are very important aliveness that has sustained a battering of most baleful and brutal. It's a not the best shape, but repairs should be possible, shouldn't they? Were that a word so simple with the necessary parts of all things are possible, alas, I find myself bare for affairs. And that's the other heir to a riser's noble company should find himself in such a pickle is enough to get a chapter quite down. So that's how you got stranded here? We could help you get the parts that you need. Were you dying to do such a deed? You have a casualty here. It'll be more efficient for us to go. I shall be forever in your doubt. To be frank, I'm merely a safeguarding of the precious supply of our energy. Could I trouble you for a tenor of your finance ship leg or joints? I apologize for the excessive amount. For my part, I should endeavor to defend my compatriots and their supplies. We'll be back as soon as we can.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
Okay, well let's talk to him again. Lord, with this we shall certainly be able to repair the liveness. How can I ever repay you for this noble deed? That's not necessary. Actually, we shouldn't be the ones thanking you. We're actually the one who used up the colony resources in the first place. Why a triple, nothing to stare yourself over, I'm sure. We gain far more than we could ever lose by extending the gentle hand of aid to others. Think on it. Even if this mission in itself provides invaluable training. And it teaches us to respect our limited resources and never to take them for granted. But above all of these vital and priceless things, it has afforded me the chance to become acquainted with all of you. is to bring me a great personal joy. I see. This is not limited to me. We all of us are habituated to this mode of life. This knowledge is ingrained in us. I beg of you, use your art supplies in whichever way you see fit without restraint. I thought that Alexandra was employing these resources sharing tactics to make allies. But is she also using it to train the newer recruits? Just how far ahead is she planning?
Is that everyone accounted
Okay,
for
so
now?
now we can go and talk to Shalev. So we can head on back to the hidden stash and we go warp there. And we'll go and give it the good news. Alright, so let's go make a status report. Nice, good to see you back. I heard all about your employees from the returning units. It was just like you said, Chelos. Everyone was thinking hard about how to live up to their responsibilities. I think I understand why Colony Iota is such a major player now. You finally appreciate how great the damn Alex is. Just one thing. What exactly is Alexandra hoping to accomplish? Securing allies through resources sharing and simultaneously training the newer soldiers. They are closely linked goals. Dem Alex doesn't like to repeat the bad experiences. When a Colony Iota was hoarding its resources, we had a big problem with the internal conflicts. The rich only wanted to get richer. There was no mutual aid, no cooperation, just bad faith and selfishness. Dem Alex knew that the wealth and the resources doesn't necessarily translate to quality of life. I see. But is that the only reason? I'm a pretty skeptical person myself, but Alexandria is strangely cold at times. Has she always been like that? Damn, Alice still doesn't believe in herself. She can't burn herself too. We only have been able to watch over her, but we what? Damn, Alice has to change. That's all I can say for now. Please just keep a watch over her. I understand. We will. Anyway, that was a bit of a tangent. We managed to get to 70% of capacity just as a plan, so you can get back to work as before. I can't thank you enough for helping out our people. Alright, so there we go, you guys. So we got one of this quest completed. That's been said. So it says the Colony Iota supplies a shortage has been mitigated. The party also heard from Chelos about another side of Alexandra's personality. Okay, so here's the reward we get here is the 15 of the Colony Iota goods.
Oh, so that's how they do
So
it.
that's more that we can experience. Thank you to everyone's hard work. We are greatly approve of the situation with our story of supplies. Keep up the good work, supporting the allied troops.
Oh, so that's how they do it.
Alright then, so I think we got that one done, so we're ready to go and set out. So there's like way too many quests that we had to get finished on doing around here. So we go to destination map. So you know what? No, that's not destination map. Okay, sorry, that was a kind of embarrassing. Okay, now I'm seeing here because there's one of the standard quests that we had to get done here. So it's someone back at Colony 30. So I rather prefer that we go check somewhere back at Colony 30 right now. So let's just check to see if we have enough spare parts. Okay, so we should just go and check to see if we have enough parts to go and give to this guy named Papa.
I've heard the commander here is quite the leftist gearhead.
Okay, now let's go skip everything. So it seems to me because we have not gathered enough parts recently. So we have not gotten the one that's called the first weed. I mean, that's something we need to come back to later. Right now, we don't have enough spare parts for that. Anyway, you know, you guys, I do believe it's gonna have to do it. So next time on Xenoblade Chronicles 3, we're gonna do the settle down at Colony 30 because we got here. It's several more of the standard quests that we had to get done. So actually, I think if we go back to Colony Iota, I mean, we were supposed to go and get all of that done. So that's more than a lot of these standard quests that we had to get completed around here in every other colony. So without further ado, you guys, we're gonna have to call this episode just right here. So thank you guys so much for taking the time to tune in and watching this episode. So if you like on the series, if you want to see more of the Xenoblade Chronicles 3, be sure to leave an EverTastic like, share the video, and subscribe. And if you have already subscribed to my YouTube channel already, please do ring that notification bell so that you'll stay up to notified when my news and awesome videos up in the way. So just making sure you guys are staying tuned in, and by all means, all of each one of the description are filled down below. So if you'd like to help support the series, you can do so with videos step by step. just to help get you all started on support my channel and prep the series. So that's going to be all it for Xenoblade Chronicles free. We will be picking up more in the next one. So take care, guys. I hope to talk to you on the next video.